Alright, so ratios and similarity is chapter 7. This is your first worksheet on chapter 7. Problem numbers 9 and 10. And on these problems, we're looking at a couple things. We want to know, are they similar, right? If they are similar, take a look. It's got a small side, medium side, big side, right? So then we're going to be looking at small side. Oh, wait. Sorry. Small side, medium side, big side, small side, medium side, big side, right? So small meaning 77 smaller than 84, 84 smaller than 91, right? 55 smaller than 61, 61 smaller than 66. So if I'm going to call this MLK, then it would, if it is similar, if it's going to be similar to MLK, it's going to be MFG. Does everyone see that part? MFG. So we're just going in the same direction, right? But we have to prove that it's similar. We can't just label it and go, yeah. So there's two ways to prove it. One way is through angle, angle, angle. If all the angles are congruent, it's similar. Now, does it say that they are parallel? It doesn't. If they were parallel lines, right, then we know that these are congruent, right? And we know that these are congruent, right? We know that this is congruent to itself, so all three would be congruent, but they're not parallel lines. So we can't do angle, angle, angle. So what we have to look for is it proportionate? The cool part is, if we can prove that they are proportionate, then we prove that they are similar. If we prove that they are similar, we prove that these angles are congruent. If we prove that these angles are congruent, we prove that these are parallel. See all the things that we can work on? All the stuff we've done since chapter 3. Okay? Alright, so proportionality means this is to that as that is to this. It's that easy. Okay? It really is. Okay, so think of it like, let's go small side is to the small side as, what do you want to go with, medium or big? Doesn't matter. But we have to do big. Big? Okay. So then the big side is to the big side. Okay? So what that means is we're going to set it up as it equals, right? Give myself a little more room. Okay? As an equal sign. Okay? And we're going to do two fractions because this is a proportion. And a proportion is a ratio. Okay? And the way this should work is that 77 on the big triangle is to 55, right? As the big triangle, 91, is to 66. Right? So the big side, the little side of the big triangle is meaning equals the big side on the little triangle. So big triangle, little triangle, right? As the big side on the big triangle is the big side on the little triangle. Okay? Those should be congruent. Those should be equal. Right? If those are equal, we're good. If they're not equal, it's not similar. Does that make sense? So we go through this and we say, well, what goes into both of these? 11, right? 5, 6. What goes into both of these? Well, it's not 99, is it? It's 91. So it's not similar. Right?
Of course it's not.
It's not similar. So, because nothing goes into both of these numbers. that right? Does 7 go into 91? Let's see. Oh yeah, it does. 7 does. 7 goes into 91. 7 goes into 77. How many times? 11. And 7 goes into here once with 2 left over. And 21 3 times. So 11 13ths. So is 11 13ths the same as 5 6?
No.
No. So therefore this is not similar. And the funniest part is the way we would say not similar. Remember? Not. And it almost looks like not, right? Because similar and not are the same symbol. So we're not going to go not similar. We're just going to put an X through it.
And then we know it's not similar?
Yeah. Okay? So it's not similar. Okay? Now, on number 10, we always want to try to do the angles first. Angles first, right? So, when we look at this, we see that this angle is congruent to this one, right? And we notice that this angle is congruent to this one. Now, because all the angles have to be adding up to 180, and this is equal to this, and this is equal to this, that means the last one has to equal the other one, right?
Yep.
Because no matter what you add them up to, if they're both the same, and we take that same number, whether it's 56, 108, whatever it is, from 180, we're still going to get the same number back. Does that make sense? X from 180 is the same as X from 180. Does that make sense? So that means that this has to be congruent. Right? Okay? Because we could go through a proof. Angle V is congruent to angle E. Wait. D. Okay? Angle U is congruent to angle C. So V plus angle D is equal to angle U plus angle C. Right? Therefore, 180 minus angle U plus angle C is equal to 180 minus angle V plus angle D, right? Doesn't that make sense? Because these are equal, and these would be equal, right? So therefore, angle W would equal angle E, right? Because this would equal angle W, this would equal angle W, this would be angle W, and this would be angle E. Right? Well, the minus of it. So, so CDE, so green, red, blue, we would go U, V, W. They are congruent, or I'm sorry, not congruent, they are similar. Why are they similar? Because of angle. Okay. So, those are two of our methods. Perfect. We did that right.
How would you write that down?
This?
No, without the parentheses.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could do another step and just say that